Hello, everyone. Uh, my name is Kariati Sibi, and I am an Ayurvedic wellness educator, a yoga practitioner, and a Reiki practitioner. I just want to say hello to you and let you know that today is a wonderful day, and hope that you're doing well. Because at the core of all of us, everything is well. So today I'm going to talk about the Ayurveda and mental wellness. And this is something that's really special to me because I come from a family that has members who are experiencing mental disorders. And so Ayurveda talks about mental conditions, and we call it the manos vikara. And so the mind in Ayurveda has three different qualities. And so there's sattva, there is rajas, and there's tamas. And ideally, a mind that is at peace and is healthy is sattva. And that sattva is peaceful, virtuous, is thinks things through, is free from attachment and without craving for results. Rajas actually induces overstimulating, is craving for pleasure, selfishness, and much effort. And tamas is induces weakness and laziness and actions that can be delusional at times and disregards, consequences for our other people and can actually cause harm. So those are the three qualities of the mind. And so when we talk about our minds being out of balance, Ayurveda. So we in modern medicine, we'll have conditions such as depression, anxiety, as well as psychosis, paranoia, all of those things. And in Ayurveda, it's under the umbrella of the mind, manos vikara. So I'm going to speak from the Ayurvedic standpoint. So typically, when the mind is out of balance, it can be affected by the doshas. And I believe I've spoken to you about this before, but the doshas are Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. And so you can think of Vata as more like the wind energy. You can think of Pitta as more like fire, sun energy. And you can think of the Kapha as more like the moon, like cold and feminine. So when those are out of balance, they can affect our state of being. And so everything around us have those elements within them. So causes that can make those things go out of balance are typically can be genetics, consuming of impure and contaminated foods, unhealthy atmosphere when we're eating our foods, improper social conduct that we may be involved with, long-standing diseases sometimes that can cause imbalances in our bodies and can cause actually disturbances within our mind, as well as frequently, having a stressed mind because we've been dealing with a prolonged period of stress, emotional shock, anger, grief, PTSD, all of these things, anxiety and worry. So actually, and sexual obsessions also come into contact with that as well. Those are some of the causes that can affect our balances of our mind. So, and some of the symptoms that are associated with those can range from all of those disturbances that I talked to you about. So some of them can be, our intellect can become perverted. Sometimes we might have psychic agitation. There might be restless eyes, impatience, incoherent speech, vacant mind. Sometimes our intelligence and memory can be disordered and develop paranoia. Some other symptoms are like palpitations, excessive respiration and perspiration, loss of the function of our sense organs, which is really important because we experience the world through our sense organs, feeling of emptiness in the head, dreams that can be a wide range of experiences, as well as our mental capacity and emotional reactions can range up and down. Also, there can be feelings of sadness, depression, hopelessness, down in the dumps, and despondent or irritable. So those are just some of the symptoms of the wide ranges of mental disturbances and disorders that can occur. So in modern psychiatry, some of the various methods that are used are psychological disorders, some psychoanalysis, suggestions, hypnosis, encouragement, therapy, mental catharsis, shock, therapy, and rarely sometimes psychosurgical therapies. And so in Ayurveda also uses therapies, but counseling, but it also believes that there is a connection between the gut and the mind. And so what will happen is that when we're dealing with these treatments, what can happen is that Ayurveda will talk about doing the panchakarmas. There are 5 panchakarmas, which are cleansing karmas. And those can be emesis, purgation, enemas, nausea, elimination of toxins through the nose, some detoxification of the blood. There's actually also some media, which we call like brain enhancing herbs that can be taken, like jatamansi, brahmi, and shakapushpi. As well as Ayurveda really believes that a spiritual connection is actually very helpful, or a connection with outside of ourselves, or a connection that connects everyone together. And developing that can also help with the manovikaras, or the mental conditions. Also, there are different foods that can be prevented, that will prevent like the rajas and tamas. We talked about those 3 qualities. So you want to avoid sour foods, and also other like pungent foods, foods that will increase the rajas and tamas, which can actually cause the disturbances in the mind. Also, besides the combination of the panchakarma, the foods, the brain enhancing herbs, there's also yoga and pranayama that you can do to help to calm your mind, and also to calm your breathing. And all of those typically will help to improve the quality of life, typically with everyone. Everyone is different. Like I said, everyone has different body types. And so, on a one-to-one basis, Ayurveda is very patient-centric and really believes in it being specific to that patient. So this is a very general idea of what the causes, the symptoms, and possible treatments can be. But once you are able to, meet with an Ayurvedic practitioner or anyone of that nature, they will actually make this very specific to you and your condition, which I think is beautiful, because not 2 people are the same, right? So if you liked what you heard, I'm actually going to be doing this workshop on a Saturday on the 24th with Nova Yoga. It's novayoga.com/workshops, and it's from 2 to 4 from 2 to 4 at on Zoom. But you'll get the Zoom link once you sign up. And if you have any questions, please DM me. Please talk to me. Please ask me any questions. I'm here to help you. It's my life mission, and I would love to know how you're doing anyway. Okay, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.